acid deficiencies can lead to anemia, which has important consequences for human health and development. Anemia, even in the mild and moderate forms, can negatively impact on the quality of life of women as well as on learning capacity of the young. For pregnant women, this can lead to extreme fatigue, decrease the growth of the baby during the fetal development, and more importantly, this can lead to major risk of premature birth. Folic acid is a vitamin. Its deficiency can cause peripheral neuropathy, mental confusion, and depression. During the early stage of pregnancy, folic acid is essential for development of the brain, spinal cord, and skull. Ensuring sufficient levels of folate in women prior to conception can reduce neural tube defects. Neural tube is a basic component which will form the brain and spine in the early phase of after conception. It is estimated that around 14 children in Mauritius are born each year with neural tube defects like spina bifida due to a lack of folic acid. Zinc is an oligoelement that is important for growth, sexual maturation, and intestinal health. It also helps to support a healthy human system. Zinc deficiency is characterized by growth retardation, loss of appetite, delayed sexual maturation, and impaired immune function. Mr. Speaker, sir, in this respect, my ministry is currently carrying out a National Nutrition Survey 2022. This survey will serve the purpose of monitoring and evaluating progress made within the last decade by comparing data from the previous survey, which was carried out in 2012. This survey will also help to evaluate the prevalence of malnutrition and its related factors among the Mauritian population, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, while all micronutrients are important for physiological health, selected ones will be used as indicators of population health during the nutrition survey. Therefore, biomarkers including iron, folic acid, and zinc will be assessed in individuals during the conduct of the Nutrition Survey 2022. These selected micronutrients will provide a baseline or updated data which will allow for policy interventions. Mr. Speaker, sir, the previous Nutrition Survey of 2012 showed that the prevalence of anemia was highest in female aged 20 to 49 years, that is 33.6%, followed by those aged 12 to 19 years, 28.5%. In one of the previous budget speeches, this government has taken the decision to encourage the supply of brown and white wheat flour that would be fortified with iron and folic acid to address the problem of high incidence of anemia in women and reduce the prevalence of neural tube defects in newborns. In this context, Mauritius is also in the process of programming mandatory fortification of brown and white wheat flour with iron, folic acid, zinc, and vitamin B12, as wheat and wheat products are widely consumed by a large proportion of the Mauritian population. In order to set up a food fortification program relevant to our local context, my ministry has sought technical assistance from the Southern African Development Community, that is SADC. In that context, two consultants, namely Dr. Wilson Nzama and Dr. Ronald Afidra Olema from the Food Fortification Initiative, were on official visit from 13th to 20th February 2022. The aim was to meet with key stakeholders to gather information prior to undertaking a landscape analysis for planning, implementation and monitoring of food fortification program in Mauritius. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.